events are going to run on time? Because this
It's
is
all,
ridiculous.
dude. It's all about doing the roll at the beginning of the game. Everybody feels involved. They feel like they at least have a little bit of control as far as RNG is concerned. It's not just one coin
Jesus.
flip.
That's true. And
It's
they
a
one to
roll for
100.
each respective team.
And they
guys.
pay penance to that by saying, Suns fan, we guarantee there will be no time wasted smoking or peeing between games.
Oh
this
yeah,
year.
Right.
that's the crazy thing
Suns
too.
fan, we know you need less time to roll ads, and we got your
Yeah,
back.
seriously.
I
They
think-
know.
Is there not a smoker on either of these teams? I feel like there has to be between the two of them.
Well,
They must
maybe
be
they're just
smoking
doing it
in the draft.
inside. They're just
or they
chilling.
could also be teams
They're not
where
Chinese, all right?
the
They're not-
drafters
True.
draft, and they all just fuck off and eat while FNG and Solo
That's
are
what I'm
battling
think-
it out.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Hey, you
thinking.
come
Or
back,
they
what the
vape.
fuck? You picked me brood into this shit? How am I supposed to
Oh,
play
man.
brood in this
possible.
game?
It's definitely possible.
The classic.
Enchantress banned first two. What the balls?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't. What is this?
That is a bottom 5 hero.
Hey, I won a
Wow,
game with
by the way.
Enchantress the other
Hey,
day.
there it is.
It's a real struggle.
That's the question you asked earlier,
Gracious.
Shannon, was do these teams play a bad? And the answer to that question now is yes.
Thank you, IX Mike.
Oh shit, the
And we-
FNG dude.
We saw Doom in the first two banning
Yep.
couplet
Yep.
last game.
Yep.
So Doom Witch Doctor.
This is so much different than like every game
Dude.
so far. We're all over the place.
love it.
This is weird.
I like CIS Dota. My God, this is
Yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, Abaddon against Doom. Doom can doom the Abaddon, and I mean, just get him out of the fight.
So,
but,
Suns fan, you have been master of the flips
Oh,
this
this
game.
was-
Can
Some
you
Chinese team was
wait,
opening this.
Wait, what?
A bad Chao
Rasta.
Shaman. They were doing the same opener last night during DAC. I would think it was Wings, and I think they lost both games.
yeah, that sounds about correct.
Well, that's
I
because
wanna
they picked what was that we were making fun of?
You were
earlier?
saying about last game, I think. I can't remember what it was.
that Wings. Somebody that Wings picked and they
Yeah, I
copied,
remember.
right?
Yeah,
That
it was against
horrible.
OG, and they opened both games Abaddon, Xiao Shaman.
Why?
And they tried to go a Luna draft, and they didn't win. It was against OG, to be fair,
There was
so I
another
feel like
one.
you have to give them a little bit of leeway, because OG are the only team that ended day one undefeated, so
The classic.
obviously they're still in good form.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. But I just don't feel like Shadow Shaman is that strong right now. He's amazing if he gets the catch. If you're already winning, he's an amazing hero, right? You
Right.
have a little bit of momentum. He's great at punishing those victorious team fights, drop wards to push towers, take Roche, what have you. But he is very volatile, super slow, super squishy.
Yeah.
If he gets jumped on at all, if he gets hit by a lowly coconut,
If he gets doomed,
He
he's
may
mega
be a
done.
joke. Well-
An Infernal Blade with like a Scorcher, and he gets run, and he's just like, oh god, no.
I don't know if that's a fair thing to hold. Shadow Shaman sucks. If he gets doomed, he can't do anything.
Yeah, I guess that's true for
what an
everyone.
Oh
idiot.
yeah,
Well, Abaddon
the
is gonna
pick
be
I was
fine.
talking about was Earthshaker support that game for Wings. That was
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well,
in addition to these two.
I'm loving the Witch
Yeah.
Doctor, man. Glad to see Witch Doctor get some resurgence.
oh, to be fair, that was the Earthshaker game where Jerax went ham.
Wait, are
and
you
had,
saying
like,
Wings Gaming had the
insane team
Earthshaker?
fights. Yeah.
Wings had the Earthshaker. Yeah.
And then Jerax
Um,
was Rubik, and he kept stealing Fisher and absolutely destroyed.
I missed-
He
oh,
was the
there it is,
Earthshaker
yeah,
that
my bad.
game.
I was gonna say something. Yeah, the opening two pick you were talking about, Trent. They picked Silencer, Luna, and Dazzle for that Wings draft. Followed up after, if anybody's really curious.
Yeah, kind of like a rush you down kind of a strategy or something like that. So,
Right.
Oh,
I mean, Sniper banning that out. They're gonna take out the Tinker too, so a lot of these D push kind of staying back kind of heroes. Looks like VP are probably aiming to go quick.
whoa!
Hey-oh.
Drow Ranger.
Interesting.
I also
That
want
is-
to point out, I did misspeak earlier. This 8-1 odds is for the overall series,
Okay.
not for map 4. So
All right.
these numbers that we have are the
Christ.
fluctuating odds that stay open
Oh god!
throughout the entire series. I just
right,
I
not
wanted to
value
correct
anymore.
myself.
You lied to
Oh,
me.
no.
I did lie to you, Ma, and I'm sorry.
I need
The
to.
lost value will never be recouped.
I might. The people won't trust the Mont bets anymore.
I'm never gonna trust your value bets ever again.
No.
Well,
Don't tell me
anyone that
that.
was placing a bet probably thought it was weird that we kept saying 8-1 and the match 4 odds are nowhere near 8-1. So that probably would have been an indicator had you actually been listening. So, okay, what do we do here for Virtus.Pro? What goes well with a Shadow Shaman Abaddon?
More push, Luna, like
Yeah.
they were saying, like Wings were kind of doing Dazzle, the double heal with the Abaddon, those kind of strategies. Could be thinking about heroes to get on top of the Drow Ranger as well.
Yeah, some more Blink initiators. Well, that works.
Whoa.
Furion. That is definitely
That's
some more
some
push.
push.
I don't know if you guys have played against a Furion or played with a Furion since they've added that change, but it's kind of frustrating when he has Zags. It's literally an army of treants that you just can't deal with.
Well, now he is the level 15 plus 4.
That's
so
what I
is this
meant.
going to be the
Yeah.
mid profit?
We'll see.
I hope so.
That's what Liquid was running, right? And then that would still keep your Abaddon in the core role. Either that, or you go safe lane Abaddon, off lane Prophet. Abaddon either builds the Vlads and you're fast enough to push with that, or he goes in towards the Radiance and whatnot.
Is there any type of aggro try scenario for Virtus.Pro? Safe lane the Prophet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you went like Abaddon, I don't know who your fifth would.
Shadow
like your last
Shaman,
support would be though.
not the best in those like tri-lane scenarios. However, he can be okay with a hero like Abaddon that gives him that extra survivability. So they could pick like a Venge or something with a hard lockdown, a little bit of right click, and that'd be a pretty scary aggro try.
What happened to Ogre, guys?
What did happen?
Where's
to
Ogre at?
Didn't they
Yeah,
nerf
no,
him
he's
a
not
little
getting
bit?
any love.
I guess
him
they
and
did.
him and Slardar are both a little on the downslope.
Yeah, they're
I mean,
falling
Slardar's
off,
still
huh?
picked, but
What, did he
yeah.
lose 1 armor or something? Now he's a garbage
I
hero.
don't remember what even they did. I don't even think they did anything to
Garbage.
him, actually, in that last patch in 7.04.
They thought
I
about
also,
nerfing him garbage hero.
I don't think this is mid puck either. I think this is off lane.
Offlane puck.
Yeah.
Phobos
I
does
think it's
actually play
FNG.
offlane puck.
Yeah, I think it's FNG Doom off lane puck, and they'll pick a different mid, unless there's something like disastrous that they just decide to send the puck mid anyway. But I think they're probably aiming for this to be off lane puck.
Are you ready for your world to be rock, Trent? They're going to mid lane the Drow and pick a safe lane position 1 Venge for Team Spirit.
I mean, I'm down for that. You know me. I'm down for the safe lane Venge. Let's
the
go.
classic Venge
All right.
Drow puck
That's actually
trio.
so good with like in terms of right click damage. It does so much work. It's probably
Trent,
pretty
if that happens,
Dude,
I am
this
a
ju-
god.
look what just happened. They just picked this DK because
Yeah,
they're like,
so
oh,
that's
this puck
not-
now he can't come mid, and
Uh-huh.
it gives us a bunch of push. So now it's like off lane puck guaranteed.
Little do they know.
So the cards are stacking up in favor of that Drow mid, Andrew. You're
Drow
getting-
mid, Trent.
It's coming
No,
out
it's
right
not
now.
gonna be Drow mid. It's
So
gonna
does
be
this
like
mean
Viper or some
safe
shit.
lane Nature's Prophet? Is that what you're saying?
I think it'll be safe lane Prophet.
I think it'll
with
be
an aggro
off lane
try.
Prophet. Off lane
So
Prophet.
Abaddon
Abaddon.
support?
I think possibly Core Abaddon.
Yeah.
But if
depends
not,
what
position
it-
4 is fine. But I think Core is more likely because I think you want to push super early.
All of our snipers are still in. Silencer, Lena, Lone Druid.
Except Sniper.
Except
Is there
Sniper.
any
The only
possibility at all that Shadow Shaman's core?
No. 0%. 0%. The
0%?
Betway odds
When was the last
are
time you saw
Zero.
Rasta?
Yeah. the
When was
Betway
the last
odds are
time?
Hey,
0
with
on
these
that.
changes to Rasta, it's my belief that Icevarg wants him to be a mid again.
I mean, I understand that
Just make Rubik
it
mid.
could happen, but I don't think this
Oh,
game.
It could happen, but it's
But not
0%.
0% this game.
Yeah.
It's a value bet,
0%.
guys. It is a value bet.
0%.
Put your
Dude,
money on
I
Shadow
would bet
Shaman
$5
mid.
on this. I'm not gonna lie. I'd bet
I mean,
$5.
the odds would have to be
What
extraordinary.
do
I
the
mean,
odds
it's-
have to be?
It's
10
I
to
mean,
1?
Oh,
0%.
yeah. They
That
would
means
have
I
to
get
be
$1
10 to
million.
1. They would have to be higher than
I
10 to
gotta
1.
I love the way
I get
Sunsfed bets.
infinite money.
He doesn't even know what the odds
Why do
are,
you
dude.
put
I would put
$5
$5 on that.
$5.
100%.
It's just because he wants to see it. He just
Any
wants to see the
odds.
Shadow Shaman mid.
Any
I mean,
odds.
he's willing to throw
0%.
anything in
I'm
there.
pretty sure I become Donald Trump with this with
$5
$5.
for like 1,000 to 1 odds.
Yeah,
You're
why
in.
not?
Oh,
That
my.
sounds great.
PA?
This would be the
Gracious.
ultimate. Sunsfan is right. I am wrong. Like, it happens so many times in the hub. If this was a core Shadow Shaman, I would actually,
wait,
I would
I
not come
quote.
back for the final.
Let me
count.
quote
I'd
you.
just be gone.
Let me quote. There were so many times when Shannon should be wrong, but he never is. He's always right for some reason. I have no idea why. I believe is what you said. I thought it was
Yeah,
pretty funny.
just
some
please don't forsake
undiscernible
me,
reason.
Please,
VP.
God, pick a support right now. Please, God, VP.
No, it is. It is still going to be a support. I think it's position 1 to bad.
Yeah,
Alright.
I agree.
We'll
but
see.
it'll make Shannon happier if it is. a
It would
support
make
here.
me so happy. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Weaver's still kind of okay if they wanted to go for a different position 1 and make it a 4 Abaddon. Or a 4 Prophet. I suppose
think
we shouldn't neglect that
Crystal
either.
Maiden, man. Crystal Maiden.
CM. I'm down. Although,
Mana regen's nasty with this squad.
where's the Earth Druid at, guys? That also.
They don't really have an amazing way to gap close with the Drow Ranger. You know, like no Centaur, no Sniper, nobody that can really get in the back line.
Right.
This could be a pretty good Drow game for Spirit.
Yeah. Let's see what they decide to pick. Oh, God, this is. And now
I
you've
like that
excited
they have
me.
a little bit of flexibility, though, where they can kind of choose to take their draft later. Like, they could go
Oh!
a Storm Spirit or something for Team Spirit last.
So,
Now that
Leshrac.
we have the Lesh, they're full push.
Yep.
Man, they
Jesus.
really are.
That's scary, actually.
So, like, Tinker's gone, Alchemist is gone, Sniper's gone. How do you hold your
Medusa?
towers and not lose this? Drow Medusa, that's not awful. They have no mana burn.
Thanks, Trent.
That's
it's not awful.
I'm saying it's not awful.
Not awful.
Congratulations, dude. That's a compliment for your usual advice.
Do you think?
I
Do you
love
think,
that.
How fast do they push? Is Shadow Fiend too slow?
I think so. I think he's too slow, even with Drow Aura.
Venge. It's coming out, guys.
I
Maybe
Swap-
the Lena
swap for the high
is the
ground.
Lena wave clear terrible?
No. Lena's okay.
Hey, you'd always be alive.
Yeah,
sure.
Throw some
That
Dragon
worked
Slayers,
out well
they
for them
kill you,
last game.
You just come back, throw out some more.
I like the idea of Venge also to have even more peel to save the Drow Ranger. You know, your defensive swaps
I
and
think
whatnot.
wave clear becomes an issue though if you have a Venge. That's the only issue I think.
Show me the Venge.
Come on now.
It's
No,
Lena.
it's Lena.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
Can't
She's
make
gonna
sense,
be
right?
alive, everybody.
You'll be back.
so
Good.
Lena mid, safe lane Drow with the offlane Puck, roaming Doom, and
What
you
is it like
support
to be
Witch Doctor.
Doom this game, knowing that everybody on your team is getting buffed by Drow but you?
Yeah, it sucks. I think you just grab Mud Golem and you like run mid and
Yeah.
try and help get LSAs.
You get your own little buff from the creeps, like the Ogre Frost Mage. What?
I'm sure the whole team's bullying him right now.
Obsessed
How
with
does it
that
feel to
kid.
be the only one without damage, idiot?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, FNG, nice draft.
Great trap.
Way to draft yourself, not into the bonus damage.
At least they didn't get him a Broodmother this game. People aren't complaining about that. This is pretty solid.
So,
draft
what do you
overall.
think here, folks? VP, obviously, 4 pushing heroes plus a Baden. Will they be able to end this game quickly, or will Spirit be able to Drow range?
I mean, to be fair, Spirit, just with a Drow and 4 range, you can push the shit out of towers too.
Yeah, we
But-
shouldn't negate their own push.
15-minute
honestly.
base race. I'm in for
Theirs
it.
is a
Let's
little
go.
bit later though, I think, compared to Virtus.Pro's. Like,
Yeah,
because you
I
have the
think
spells
VP's
from
lineup's way
Leshrac.
too scary. Way too scary of a lineup.
I like the Spirit heroes a little more, but our game's loading in. So,
Yeah.
final
I think
final
their
prediction, Suns
initiation-
fan. 4 games or 5 games? What is it?
I think this is it. VP's gonna take it.
I would
Okay.
agree.
We'll see if the god himself is right.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
My favorite.
no.
Okay, we're good.
Not a pause. Okay, we've once again got Annie and Braxton. Take it away.
All right, thank you very much, Zyori and panel. I am so excited to see this. I think no matter what goes down, it's going to be a quick one. Everyone just clashing into each other, certainly lots of blood, lots of carnage. Brax, what do you think?
I like this. We've got the Mushroom Hat cosmetic on the Furion. This is actually the only pause so far, right? Out of this whole series. That's pretty surprising.
Yeah, and they have just been like between lobbies, like they are all just ready to go. No breaks, no let's take 5 and just calm down a bit. They are just at it, so very exciting
Yeah, I
series.
felt like if I went to the bathroom, I'd miss like half the game or something.
Pretty
it
much.
actually happens so quickly.
I have been peeing during the draft, but if I were one of the players, I just wouldn't have a time to pause. They are on it, so we are going to resume here. I mean, it looks like just a tight group up from VP right now, going to be smoking, perhaps looking for first blood. They're drawn on the map, and they're going to be rotating all the way to the Dire Shrine. Let's see if that's going to
Yep,
be
the
fruitful.
line is out.
Yeah? All right, where do you want to see the most blood? Like, what's going to be going down? Is it that mid slap fest we've been seeing for the first couple of games, or is it going to be...
I think it's going to be mid or the offlane with Furion TPing in to help battle.
Yeah, do you feel like this Drow aura is going to be impactful enough to give Spirit the damage they need to take these early fights?
I actually think it won't do anything.
Okay.
Like, I actually think it does
Oh,
nothing
Smoke
at all.
Pops, fan
Uh-oh.
score. The lowly Witch Doctor going to get shackled up. They bring in the trees to block him, and, well, he's going to be buying out a teepee, so I don't think he thinks it's, yeah, first blood comes in. Light Strike Array, though, clips onto a bad, and he's got the curse, so no shield for him. Everyone just backing off on the Radiant squad, and they should be able to get out just fine. Illusory Orb from the Puck comes in, but not doing any real damage, so Radiant, very successful rotation in, find some blood, and they'll be able to go back and set for their runes before they spawn.
Yep, some nice wards from Team Spirit, though. They've got the one on the Radiant Cliff right next to Roshan. It is a
Oh.
fantastic one.
Bold play from the Puck, realizing that all of the Radiant were over in the top lane, so Puck's able to go and steal up this ward, or rune. DK Phobos starting out with a little bit more money, and man, this Puck is anticipating taking some damage. 8 tangos and 4 iron branches.
He's ready to receive the beatdown in the bottom lane.
Yeah, I think so. Solo on the Leshrac. How do you feel about this? Because I think I've only seen a Leshrac on complexity in like the last 6 months.
I think he's a pretty good hero, actually. Especially with Abaddon on his team. You know, he's going to be pretty healthy in these team fights thanks to the shield and everything. But this is pretty annoying. You know, Doom, like, he wants experience, you know, but he doesn't want to get his experience leached when he eats a creep.
Yep. Very tricky. Now, DK Phobos already just having a tough time, cornered into the trees with little tree ants following him, and just going to be illusory orbing in and out of these fights. Very, very tough. Up top, we have a Baden, no surprises in that off-lane position. Going to get a lot of farm for himself, and very difficult to touch, even against a Drow Ranger.
Yep, we'll see what Team Spirit can do in the lane phase to kind of delay VP's push. All their heroes scream push at you, right?
Basically.
Obvious one being like the DK's level 6 dragon form.
Mm-hmm.
See what they can do with the Doom rotations to kind of slow that down.
Like this little sentry put up there, making sure there's no wards and no one being sneaky, coming in invisible. And for right now, everyone just enjoying the calm before the storm, because I think once everyone hits their 6 and gets that first round of items, that's when this is just going to light on fire.
Yeah, definitely. Once VP start going, it's not really going to stop at all.
I mean, when are Spirit going to hit their peak? Because, there is that Drow window when she gets all her aura up, and there's 4 ranged heroes benefiting from it. They will push quickly at some point.
Yeah, they definitely will push quickly, but it's just a matter of, like, I don't think Spirit really want to trade at all. They're going to want to take fights with Puck Coil and all their spells and everything.
Oh, man.
So it's... Alright, Soul eating the coconut up top.
Yeah, he's being so annoying. He just chased down Vanscore from full health using only the Edict, but now he's in some trouble here. No TP. He's got 400 gold, buying out the Windlace and a TP scroll. Maybe dreaming of some boots there, but not quite close enough, so it will be a return around, so 1 for 1. Down bottom, Puck, keeping himself alive here. Gobbled through 5 of his 8 tangos already.
Like Lil's positioning, just waiting for the courier there with the Invis rune.
He's got the bounty hunter blood in him. Courier's coming in.
I think he might just miss the courier actually. His Invis is about to run out.
Oh, it so is. Oh, it's so close. The courier walking through. That courier has too many particles.
Oh, he was spotted too, so he's probably not going to get this gank on mid lane.
Yeah, I was thinking about just walking in with the shackles, but Iceberg does a pretty fair amount of damage here. Almost level 4. Looks like Leshrac and Shaman, they're charging it anyway. They say, well, you can't take us both, so he does hit the shackles. Solo able to set up for a nice split earth. They do get him down, and no one, that one right click, will be able to do the job. But now no one's in some trouble there. He's not tanky enough. Shadow Shaman goes down. The Maledict should be doing enough to finish off the DK as well. One more tick of that. And, oh man, he is just barely alive. Will he get to Shrine? He will. All right, DK lives. They do have to trade away the Furion, though.
Yeah, Ramsey's TPing in, trying to help out his amigos. But he takes so many tower hits doing that. It was not good.
Yeah, maybe it could have been played a little neater, but not going to be anything too crazy. No massive leads going either which way.
Yeah, Puck's having quite a nice lane phase thanks to the Drow aura.
Able to sit back and juke it out. Now he's only got his magic wand for regen, so does have to be a little bit more careful there. He can't rely on his tangos. Just take a couple shots, go back and tango up, and then go back in. Top lane, Abaddon having a really nice time here. A little bit low in terms of last hits. Not getting ultra free farm, but should still find his face boots at a good time. Now mid lane, we've got Lil just standing in the scorched earth. Maybe wants to turn this around. Goes for the ether shock, and now Ramses comes in. TP's a little bit far back, and Puck comes in. They will secure a kill onto Lil, and now it's Ramses versus the world here. Just going to be walking his way towards freedom, as there's not much left in the tank for Doom. He is fresh out of mana.
Yep, great early game from Team Spirit here. Pretty chaotic, Doom running around. He's actually very strong at this stage of the game when he has like his level 3 Tranquil Boots, Scorched Earth, and Infernal Blade up.
Top, Pasha trying to make a go. He's got the Maledict on him, so he's got to be a little bit careful here. Only level 4. Dire Courier just slips right through, but not going to get punished here. Abaddon able to just go and shield himself to prevent any more damage, and well, Ramsey's still right-clicking in the bottom, so everyone, again, still kind of holding their own. Kills are slowly but surely trickling in, but nothing like the bloodbath we're going to see once these teams actually pick up their momentum.
Yep, once Virtus.Pro can get their ultimates up on Abaddon, Dragon Knight, get some levels up on Leshrac, pretty sure they're just going to group up in a lane and just push down all these towers.
Alright, overall momentum in our mid lane. I mean, we see DK just taking a break as Iceberg kind of walks all over him a little bit. Iceberg slowly but surely raking up that farm. Are we going to see Lina deviate from the standard build at all, or just rush that Bloodstone?
I think the Bloodstone is just way too good not to get.
Yeah, we saw last game Lina being up all the time didn't necessarily correlate to victory, but I feel like this time when she's got the Drow aura, when she's got teammates that want to group up and push, it's going to be more impactful than last game at least.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when the game is so, fight heavy. Ramsey's TPing up top, actually.
Yep. They do get him trapped in the trees. There's a TP out, and there's nothing to stop it, so they do have to let him go. And now Vanscore comes in. This Witch Doctor going to be able to scoot himself back behind the tower. Pasha is all in for this. He doesn't have his ult. This Abaddon is crazy with 25 seconds left on his TP. He's just really fully committing to this. There is going to be a Doom walking forward as well. I feel like Abaddon gets very, very greedy here. Now going to get blocked in. The shield breaking hurts Vanscore a fair amount, but they keep him trapped in with the Light Strike Array. There's Solo coming in with the Edict, though. Pasha does end up hitting the deck. That's an Abaddon for a Witch Doctor trade. Now Solo potentially in some trouble as well. Clipped by the Light Strike away, and now he's stuck. So 2-for-1 trade. I don't think that was worth a Witch Doctor.
No, definitely not. A little too over-aggressive there, especially without the Abaddon ult.
Yeah, that's a 500 gold swing in favor of Spirit, which this early on in the game is pretty significant. Oh, there we go. Up top, FNG trapped in the trees once again. This time Pasha looking to execute without being under the tier 1 tower. Ramses gets a little bit low. Infernal Blade burning him down, but FNG slowed by the curse, hurt by the shield pop, and there we go. Ramses secures the kill. He does split into two.
Iceberg's coming in, though.
Yeah. Oh my.
Goodbye.
No hesitation on that Laguna Blade. Now, Abaddon still not level 6. Could be in some serious trouble here. No mana for shield. They just got to clip him 1 or 2 more times. The Maledict alone not enough to finish this off. He's looking for the neutral deny, but won't find it. And now Solo coming back in. They are going to rotate the Nature's Prophet back up. Splitting targets here. Vanscore goes down. FNG, he's still getting feisty. They pick off the Lina now. Infernal Blade committed onto Ramses as Solo is isolated from his group. One more shot from DK Phobos will be enough. The range creep comes in, man. He's got a new battle objective. Solo is so low, and
Is he actually gonna live?
he buys out everything, so I don't think he's expecting to.
Dire's structures are fortified.
He's making his way in. Rangy.
Oh no,
Come
death
on,
by
Rangy.
ranged creep.
Radiant's middle
Okay, he's gonna kill himself to the tower. I like the Edict as he goes down for the style points.
fortified.
Yep, so both teams pushing different lanes. Drow in the mid lane, Dragon Knight up top.
He was going for just, I don't know, the Edict before he went down was fun. Trying to see if he could hurt the wave. Either way, up top we've got DK's first ult committed. Iceberg trying to light strike his way out of the trees, but you can get out of the trees doesn't mean you're free. Nice Dream Coil from the Puck though. 3 heroes caught with that. Abaddon trying to keep everyone healthy there. Still no level 6 on him. He needs like 1 more XP. Finally he finds it. Can he skill up in time? Looks like he's going in. Will pick up his ult there, but not in time to see both of his teammates saved. Puck does go down as the shield breaks upon him. Pasha, though, dangerously low. 1 hit for BZZ. Meanwhile, in the trees, Iceberg able to take out Leshrac. The chase is still on for this Abaddon. He's got himself a TP, but no mana. And it looks like he will finally escape as Drow doesn't want to take on the whole wave.
Man, what a crazy game.
Yeah, this is already just 9 minutes in. This isn't even...
Ramsey's TPing in top as well.
Oh,
He's
crazy
not stopping.
boy. He's going in. He catches out Lina. She's got herself no mana, so she can't really deal with this. There will be a kill onto the Lina. Ramses escapes. A couple more arrows would have been his death, but BZZ just doesn't have the damage yet. Only that 1 point in marksmanship.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That was a nice buyback from Ramses in the previous fight. Secured 2 kills with that. Buybacks at this stage of the game are like 200 gold, so it doesn't really matter that he used it so early.
Yeah, if you can get yourself back in, you know you'll at least get half a level of experience or a couple of gold, it's worth it. This Puck having a pretty nice time, thinking about going in for the full Veil. Should have it up relatively shortly. I mean, we saw a really nice Dream Coil coming out of him, but the damage was still lacking.
Lil actually has a Blink Dagger. He's been farming in the bottom lane for such a long time. He's actually the highest net worth on his team. That's insane.
Yep. I mean, it's
The
not going
Suns
to
fan
be
was
a
right.
by-the-book
core.
core shaman, but he's still definitely bringing in some core power. Radiant, they're grouped
Smoke up from Team Spirit.
Dire's middle tower
Puck?
is under attack.
Spraying out the orb. They know what direction he's sitting in. The tower is going to get fortified now. They've still got plenty of time left on the dragon form. So it's now or never for the Dire team. Spirit, they're moving in. They will get a Dream Coil onto 2. Doom committed onto the DK. And Laguna Blade to easily finish off the Leshrac. Now Lil has to run away from the Witch Doctor ult. Will be able to do so. Pasha getting very low. Doesn't have any more ult left in him. So he drops as well. It's just DK doomed up. His doom finally ends. And he goes in. Look at the Breathe Fire. The Dragon Tail doing some work. But it's just going to be him versus the world right now. There's TPs in coming in from the Leshrac as he respawns. But I think no one's dead here. He just doesn't have enough life. And Solo moving backwards, but Shadow Shaman with the Ether Shock goes in. Look at the plays there. They bring the Diabolic Edict forward, and that's going to be another kill on the Doom. So these two supports rapidly change the pace of this fight. Unfortunately, Leshrac does go down again as Lina hits a really nice combo on him. Whew.
Man.
That was violent, man. We are only 11 minutes into the game, and that was a 4 for 4. According to the fight recap, at least.
Yeah, Lil got out of the fight at like 60 HP, shrined up, came back in. These fights are crazy. The excellent Invis rune from no one there, he got it off as he got doomed. So he was able to go back in again. You know, he was like half a second off from getting his next Breathe Fire off. It actually would have destroyed them entirely. But it looks like both teams just want to run down mid again.
I mean, they're pretty content with that. I mean, right now there's the hashtag SunsFan was right going around in our Skype group as this Shadow Shaman showed what he was worth with that early blink, the Ether Shock into the shackles. That was just beautifully played. Unfortunately, just not tanky enough on that squishy little Shaman to withstand the return damage. And well, now all of Spirit, they're grouping up again. There's the Shackle initiation, but a nice gust from the Drow Ranger will hold him back. Witch Doctor trying to do what he can with a well-placed ult. Ramses, though, still wailing around. This is another Dragon form out from no one, and it's doing a lot of work there. The Dream Coil this time wasn't as effective, and Puck finished off as well. So now 3 heroes dead, trading for 2. Alina's going to be respawning back in there. Breathe Fire does a fair amount of work to the Drow Ranger. Light Strike Array, though, the Abaddon goes down. And now it's just no one going in deep there. Dragon Tails the Drow Ranger. A couple more hits and she'll be dead. She's burning down and will go down to the poison damage from the DK's form. And Iceberg left alone here. There is going to be the Light Strike Array. A couple of right clicks onto Ramses, but Iceberg can't get too close. There's going to be the Dragon Tail into Breathe Fire. And oh, trapped in the trees. They got him. Ultra kill now for no one. He's in a little bit of trouble, maledicted up, but he's just super tanky.
Solo bringing out the disco ball. I love that taunt. It's fantastic.
Well, in the end, this mid bloodbath is going to be won by VP. They just got a couple of more kills out of it. They secure the tower, and they don't lose their big boy cores.
Yeah, Dragonite extremely tanky in that fight. 20 armor, 1500 HP, wand,
Are they doing
raindrops.
this? Are they just trying to take a fight on Dire's turf right now? That seems a little bit ambitious. They will back themselves up across the river and turn their attention to bot lane.
So, VP have respawned. They're ready to go again. They have DK ult in 25 seconds, but it looks like they're going to lose this mid tower. They don't really want to fight. Or do they? They're actually coming in.
I mean, they're making some moves towards it, but they're not bringing in their whole crew, so the tower easily falls. Not even going to spend a fortify for that. They had it, but it's not even worth their time. Now Pasha clipped by the Dragon Slave, but he'll be in a lot of safety. Meanwhile, Lil, our big boy Shadow Shaman, he's making the plays, pushing into the tier 2s. And we will have a Dream Coil committed onto the solo support Leshrac. Maledict gonna miss, but they will be able to set him up with the coconut. And they've got the damage there. He's gonna be going down. So a little bit of a trade, and now, well, Shadow Shaman just solos down this tower, drops the wards. He's got a TP out, and just Ether Shock in the way before he goes.
Yep, lots of space for him to just take that tower.
He's playing more Nature's Prophet than the Prophet right now, who's working on some rat in the top lane, and oh, triangulation onto Pasha here. He's just gonna book it down that free escape top. So Spirit, you can see they're rotating. They want to make the plays. They're ready to move as a group and start their massive push, but they're not finding the openings they need. Ramses going for a courier maybe, but little deep there, buddy.
Alright, he's out of there.
Realized he's maybe not in the best position and just resets. So,
I think it's going to be quite difficult for Team Spirit to bring down the Dragon Knight now. There is the possibility of getting the Doom off while he has armor on, so he just can't turn it off. He kills himself in it pretty much. But if that doesn't happen, he's extremely tanky, especially with the Abaddon shields and heals coming out. And right now, most of the damage is like nukes, you know, like Lina spells,
and
Dr.
look at
Cask
that
and ults and stuff.
Shaman with a raindrop. He ain't dying this time.
Yeah, raindrops on everyone actually.
That is so good, because like you mentioned, it's all nuke. And now here we go. There's the wraparound. They force out the gust from the Drow Ranger. Abaddon just galloping through, forcing out 2 TPs as they want to get mid lane here. DK pops his dragon form. Leshrac doing a fair amount of damage with his edict, but now he's stuck in place. Lands the split earth on the Drow. Abaddon comes in, trying to heal him up. Laguna Blade committed. They're focusing everything on this support Leshrac, and now Pasha eating up damage. Heal still full. Unfortunately, the Doom will be enough to finish off this Dragon Knight, and now Pasha left on the high ground by his lonesome. Will be falling. Puck picks up the money for that, and now it's just chasing the Nature's Prophet. He's got himself a 13 charge wand, so a little bit of backup there. Not going to be able to find the kill. And it's 3-0. So fight goes right back the other way. Spirit finally get themselves together and find a good jump.
Yeah, Lena doing tons of work in these team fights. Witch Doctor too. He pretty much gets a full ultimate off every fight. And Lena actually has Bloodstone completed now.
Alright, pretty early on for her. Very well timed. And so she's respawning instantly. How fun is that?
Yup, kind of a strange item build on the Abaddon, going for Midas when his team is so like fight heavy.
That is really
I feel like
curious.
maybe he would benefit from buying something like like Dominator or something.
Yeah, just something to help his team in the push, because clearly the bloodbath is on. We are 17 minutes in and have a heck of a lot of kills. Roshan being taken very quickly. Snake's committed for this, so they've got to really get this done and move on. The Dire. And they're grouped up around mid, but they really just want to get this farm. So Roche going in and going to contribute to this net worth chart being an absolute disaster. It is just bouncing up and down after every single fight, and it's going to be that way till the rest of the game.
Yeah, every fight feels like a coin flip. You don't really know who's going to win the team fights. Like, both teams can take these fights right now.
Really just a matter of who gets the smarter initiation, who has more bodies in the fight, who's able to stay back and play safe, and who's really up front soaking in the damage. And we'll see as now
Yep.
Radiant, they want to push this tier 2 mid. Dire going to very much settle for this tier 1 bottom, and we'll see what rotations are going to be there. Witch Doctor all by himself, and it looks like they will be able to catch him out. They hex him, the Nature's Prophet going to be moving in. So there we go, just quick, easy kill. And now they don't have to worry about that death ward for the next 30 seconds.
Yep, this is pretty bad for Spirit. VP can easily transition to the top tier 2 once Team Spirit port mid.
Yeah, very quick play, and they're taking a 2-for-1. There is some push down, and Drow Ranger, she's doing her best. She's got the Dragon Lance very close to the Hurricane Pike, but still it feels like VP, they are playing as a unit. The DK's ult is up whenever they need to go, and just scan here. Radiant trying to make sure no Dire are waiting in the wings. It really is just those two. BZZ goes in for the TP. Do they have anything to break it? Well, not quite with the DK being silenced. Can't Dragon Tail it out. So again,
Man, I can't wait to see the +4 tree spawned on Nature's Prophet talent. It's actually so good because when you sprout people and then use the Nature's Call to summon trees right over the top of them, it actually blocks them in. So unless they have like phase boots or a way to escape, they're just stuck between these trees.
Yeah, Lena's been doing a good job trying to light strike her way to freedom, but of course that takes a lot of time, and at that point in the game when Nature's Prophet has the +4 trance, you'll just get blown up. So Lena, she's going in for her Boots of Travel next, trying to see the same strat that we saw in game number 2, I believe. Just always TPing into these fights and being impactful. As long as Doom keeps doing Doom things, they can bring a lot to this fight. He's already picked up his level 10, gone in for the 80 Devour bonus gold, so basically a mini Midas.
Yep, he's gonna have Vlad's drums and the Alpha Wolf aura pretty soon here. Very strong when they group up and fight.
Bit of de-warding by Solo here, denying a good amount of vision to the Dire as Radiant. They just want to keep moving as a unit. Both teams really just, if they're not killing or they're not pushing, they are unhappy. There's just not a whole lot of placid farming this game.
It's definitely unacceptable to hit creeps this game.
Absolutely.
There's the Invis rune picked up on Dragon Knight now, and Blink Dagger, so he can start this fight very well now.
Wrapping around, both teams getting ready here. Drow Ranger with the Q-ups.
Oh, they do see him though.
Yeah. Oh,
Alright, blinks out quickly.
I like this. Just getting information, backing off. Don't get too crazy.
Yep, very safe play.
Now, this is a bit of a hurdle here. In a good way, Radiant have taken out all the tier 2s, so all that's next is grouping up and going high ground, which, you know, it's pretty difficult at 21 minutes in the game against a Drow strat. That's going to be their next big challenge to overcome, and now Ramses going to attempt to be light struck here. Iceberg now running for the hills, has those boots of travels. I'm feeling safe.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah, it's
attack.
very, very difficult at this stage of the game to hit high ground. Although if they do make enough space, Lil might be able to drop wards on top, but he doesn't know Puck is set up there.
Yep, TP's back. They want to defend this high ground more than anything, and there will be a full crew of Spirit leave in the vicinity, as it's really only Shaman. This Shaman has just been doing so much in terms of split push. He's almost got an Aghanim Scepter for himself, just another 800 gold, and you have got so many snakes. Very tough snakes.
Yep, he is extremely farm this game, finding farm everywhere.
Yeah, more farm than the Drow Ranger, so again, hashtag Sunspam was right.
When is he wrong?
I've never, dude, I've never seen it. Smoke up from Spirit. They're going around just trying to find something here, but VP have just been on point, keeping Spirit on their toes, denying them vision. They've only got 2 wards up on the map right now, deep into the Dire or Radiant jungle, where the Radiant aren't usually, and over here at this midpoint near Roche.
It's just so difficult for Team Spirit to find the right initiation. Like, they're going to find the Abaddon here, but this might not be the hero they want exactly.
He's got his TP up in 4 seconds, so could just try to play a waiting game here. His ult's gonna pop, and, well, he's just trying to do his best here. Shields himself in, but yeah, he's in some serious trouble and will end up going down. He gets the deny off. He kills himself with a miscoil. Very well played.
Yep, VP making a nice play here. They're smoked, just waiting for someone to come defend mid lane. If people stagger TPs or like Drow shows bottom with other heroes, they might be able to jump and just blow someone up instantly.
Yeah, very, very high risk. We are going to see the tier 3s push solo, just YOLOing in there. Doesn't really give a hoot as they go in, and they just burst apart this Doom like he's not one of the tankier heroes in the game. Now Leshrac going to be focused down here, easy pickings, and Lil just has to stand there and take it. Will go down. Double kill for BZZ, so good amount of net worth going his way. In terms of overall gold swing, pretty good for our Drow Ranger, almost 600 for her. Dire right now able to clean up their base, but they are starting to feel that chokehold of whenever they're on the move, whenever Dire's hunting for heroes or structures, the Nature's Prophet, the Shaman, the Leshrac, they're going to be split pushing.
Yeah, there's a lot of split push from VP. That's probably why they didn't feel too worried about using their Aegis to like go high ground or anything. They do have the split push factor going on here. Furion from a lane, DK from up top.
Yep,
Jumping the Drow Ranger.
They're going in. That Drow Ranger never stood a chance. All it takes is 2 heroes to get the jump on her, and you know, she'll be down in the fountain. Still dreaming about that Shadow Blade, but not quite enough money to finish it off yet.
Yeah, VP know that they need some more items before they're really trying to end the game.
Oh,
Baden's working on the solar
Lil
crest.
going in here. They're going to be bringing in Ramses as well. Lina can turn things around with a light strike array. She's going to have to try it, but it is going to miss, and now she's just trapped in a wad of treants. This is just the base treants. Oh, God. He's got so many.
Yeah. If you don't have a Force Staff, you're pretty much just stuck in the middle of all of them forever.
Okay, which is more OP? +4 treants at level 15 or +6 at 25?
Probably 15.
Yeah,
I don't think you... You definitely don't want that talent, the other one.
I just wanted to confirm it with a pro player because it seems ridiculously good, and we talked about it, and well, there it is. Lina's either got to build herself mobility or be super, super on point with the light strike. I don't know.
Look at how confidently Pasha can play. Well, speaking of that,
Yeah, he's just going in. His ult's popped. He's got to be a little careful here. He's got the medallion, but will be stunned up and focused down, so Iceberg finds something. Meanwhile, top lane, we've got a Dream Coil and a doomed up Shadow Shaman. He's right-clicking for all he's worth, but oh, they get the coconut bouncing on Ramses as well. He's trying to fight till his last breath, but does go down, so All right, they're trading back and forth pretty well. Drow Ranger for a Furion and a Shadow Shaman, not the worst trade. Overall,
Yeah, it feels like Spirit they get the better trades like every time. It feels like they're always coming out on top in these engagements, but they're just getting outfarmed because of the Furion factor.
yeah, I mean, this is only going to get worse as the game progresses, and now 26 minutes in, we're well into the heat where a Drow strat should be coming online, should be revealing its full potential. Puck with a Gem of True Sight now, just trying to go through and keep some vision up, and, well, finds this ward, able to take away Radiant's only ward on their side of the river.
Yep, the gem is very nice. It makes it much scarier for VP to split push.
I mean, VP, how do they close this out right now? Because they've been tantalizingly close to getting those tier 3s a couple of times, but they just keep getting stopped. And do they just have to wait out Spirit until their Drow strat starts feeling flimsy, or do they just
I think
keep...
actually, right now, VP are very happy with where they're at. They just picked up the BKB on their Dragon Knight, Solar Crest on their Bad, and Ags on the Rasta. This is when they can actually take fights now. Before, they're pretty weak because they don't really have anyone that can like go in and tank all these spells. They die in like Coil and Silence and that kind of thing. And now with Dragon Knight's BKB, you can just start these fights without dying pretty much.
Yeah, there was a scan revealing that all of Spirit are huddling up near the Ancients, and VP trying to figure out what to do with that, whether they try to split up or all wad together. Yeah, they're just popping down some vision, and they'll be content taking another Roche here. Shaman pops in his snakes. It's the Ag snake, so these guys are tough. And wow, they hit really hard with that Solar Crest finished off from Abaddon. That Roche just melts.
Yep, extremely fast Roche. They'll probably just wait for their wards to be off cooldown in a minute and a half and just run down a lane. So right now, Team Spirit, they don't really know that Rasta used wards, but they know that they need to make something happen or else they're going to get starved on the map.
Yeah, looks like everyone grouping up to jump Pasha. Again, he's still got himself an ult, and, well, he gets his Midas off, so that's something. The rest of his team split pushing, just kind of leaving him to bait it out, and, well, he goes down pretty handily. But now they are going to force Spirit to either rotate top or bottom, because they are both closing in. Look at this creep wave of just Treants going at it. Wow, these Treants attack really weird. Iceberg,
Yeah, I don't like those ones.
They like lunge at you. Now mid lane, here we go. No one pops into his dragon form, immediately coconutted back, takes an urn, and just can't catch up to these guys. So perhaps a wasted dragon form. Nope, there's going to be the 4-step forward, and rest in peace, Witch Doctor.
Yep, looks like they'll push just because DK ulted there. I don't feel like they really wanted to push, but they're going to anyways just because he ulted.
Yeah, top lane already pushed in really close. They could try and make a stab at tier 3, especially with these DK illusions, with the armlet on there. Tanky and strong, but they will have to go back, at least send a Batten to clear up bottom lane.
Yep, this is going to be a 4v5, bless you, without the Rasta wards. 15 seconds.
Yeah, pretty dangerous there. Puck shooting at an orb, not going to find anything, but it seems like VP are sufficiently zoned. They'll back off. Little bit of gold goes to Iceberg as he able to farm up that Treant wave, and Lina going in for the Aghanim Scepter, trying to get the most nuke damage possible out of that Laguna.
Yep, very good against the Dragon Knight in this game, but he's so tanky. He's going to have Solar Crest, Abaddon Shield, 2500 HP with BKB. I don't know, it's going to be tough to kill him.
Yeah, this is, I mean, the kill lead's still in favor of Spirit, and overall net worth at 30 minutes is barely over 2,000. That is ridiculously close for how much back and forth fighting has been going on.
Yeah, definitely. VP, like, they're hitting more creeps and everything, but Team Spirit are taking these fights a bit better.
Got some doodles on the mat from our Doom, just wanting to make sure everyone's kept in line. Treant creep waves are still going to be a persistent problem and constantly force Spirit back, so and it really feels like Spirit, they take one step forward and then are constantly pushed back to defend their lanes because they're just pushed in so quickly by this ratty lineup.
Oh, Ramsey's mid lane is up a bit too far.
Yeah, gonna get a snapped back, and there's a Doom onto the Shaman. Now he's not contributing a whole lot of right click. This is dangerous. Ramses, though, with that Mjolnir trying to do his best, but he's getting focused down by all the heroes. Pasha can't really do much. Now Leshrak on the back line just tries to chase forward. They bring in the DK, and this is what they need to turn the fight. They get the Drow Ranger down. Can't find Vanscore before he TPs out. And they're lacking a little bit of vision to get on top of the Lina. So this is going to be the end of the fight. Lina sure wants to finish off Ramses. But we'll just scoot right on through. Oh! Light Strike Array into Dragon Slave and a quick TP out. She'll get out, unpunished.
Yep, nice play.
So in general,
How many trees do you think Fiorena's fed this game? He's probably fed like 1,000.
I was thinking like 70. I don't know. A lot.
There's how many trees now that get summoned? It's 9 trees, and Lina just runs to all these creep waves, one shots him.
Yeah.
It's gotta be like 1,000 gold.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean Lina's hitting hard right now. She's getting pretty close to that Aghanim Scepter. Still got that Shadow Blade for her. Her BKB still has 9 seconds left, so she's in a good spot as far as core Linas go. The problem is just keeping on top of all of the massive push brought forward by VP.
Yeah, VP are starting, or sorry, Team Spirit are starting to get items that help deal with the Dragon Knight BKB. Puck almost has the Aghanim Scepter. It's about halfway there. Lina's about to pick up hers if she does choose to go for it. I don't know if she'll actually finish it. She might not. She might decide, I want something else.
Oh.
And Doom, of course, is good for that.
I like BZZ's choice here. The Tesla Ranger thinking about the Aghanim Scepter after already completing the Maelstrom.
Yeah, it's very good this game. It's definitely like your go-to late game build in my opinion. It helps you farm ridiculously fast.
So top lane to be pushed in for VP now, just really trying to keep on top of things, realizing that all of Spirit are committed bottom, trying to fight down these treants, and well, Drow's getting a lot of money from them, but looks like this tier 3 is going to be the target, and Spirit, they're pinging out, they've got to defend it. And they will start by rotating back in the Lina.
Smoked up, they're ready for this.
Oh my, they're going in. They do end up getting the Dragon Tail off in the Lina, but Drow Ranger comes in. Lina just gets evaporated. That's going to be her killing spree down. She's up in 16 seconds, but is it going to be enough? Abaddon doomed here, but they're able to turn the focus onto the Doom. There is a nice Dream Coil. Puck just goes in deep, and it looks like there will be a kill on the Shaman. He goes down. Abaddon trying to focus down the Doom with his last couple of breaths. The Doom is so tanky. Shaman wards help him out, and now no one stunned up, just eating arrow after arrow from BZZ. Abaddon still fighting it out, does go down. The Puck just barely lives. What a fight here, able to activate Shrine. The racks go down, and they're still going. All right. Prophet tried to get cheeky there, go for a little split push, but won't find that. And immediately you can see Spirit just dashing on the map. They want to go. They want to push here. The tier 2 is going to be their target mid lane.
Yeah, in that entire fight, Ramses was bottom split pushing for the bottom racks. I feel as if he maybe could have ported to the fight and done a lot. He does a lot of damage right now, but, you know, it's always better to go for the objectives. Unfortunately, he did not finish the racks off. Lina came in with the Shadow Blade. She had a 21-second respawn in that team fight, which is pretty short considering she's level 24. And it's just so weird. This hero comes back. Uh-oh. Alright, she's okay. She comes back so quickly, and then you have like such a big window to make things happen.
She's more than okay. She's ready to get cheeky here. Witch Doctor coming in as well. The Drow Ranger joins the party, and they're ready to go for a tier 3 of their own. Puck with a Dream Coil, very offensive onto that Leshrak, who just gets focused down by the Laguna. Now Shadow Shaman gets caught by the coconuts, and he will go down as well. Abaddon can't get on top of him and heal him up in time, so here we go. 4 to 5 popped out as Spirit looked like they're close to turning this fight around. They are going to be able to go, and they get that tier 3. The racks melting astonishingly quickly, and there's no one up to split push. Looks like they've got to deal
Machine
with
gun
this.
snipers online. Level 25 Lina.
She's going. She picks up the mad speed. She is ridiculous. Now BZZ trying to focus down the Abaddon here. Look at him get so low. His ult's going to pop, and now no one with his BKB Dragon form does a fair amount of damage, picking off the Lina, but she'll be up soon. Has buyback if that's too long to wait. Abaddon, his ult's on cooldown. He's got to be so careful. DK Phobos with the one last right click will get him down. Now Ramses going to be taking a negative urn, stuck in place as well. Eats a Laguna. Man, this Lina's doing work. Oh my goodness. Snake's going to be going forward. They will get a good trap. But is it enough there? Drow Ranger. Oh, she does fall, but this is silly. Down bottom, Nature's Prophet doing some work,
Oh my
ratting it
God.
out, going for racks of his own. There will be a Doom onto the Prophet. And can they finish him off? It looks like a full Witch Doctor ult will certainly do the trick. So, in the end, it's going to be a mid lane of racks for half a bottom lane of racks. Some buybacks spent out. Oh, this is dangerous.
They're running it right down mid right now.
They're ready
They're
to do
going
this.
to end the game.
If
But I
Team
don't
Spirit,
I don't know if they can.
I mean, if they were ever ready to end the game, now is the chance. Look at that net worth chart just plummeting in favor of the Tire. Doom, he's speedy.
That was a dieback by Alina, but it's like still less than a normal death.
Yeah, I mean, she's back up now, so. Oh, this is tense. 7 Bloodstone charges still. Lena picks up the recipe for the Silver Edge, so going to be getting that break. Lots of extra damage going in. Look at this wall of sentries. The Radiant, they're ready to make a defense. As DK Phobos goes in, they get a Dream Coil onto 2. The BKB rocking from no one, but he still doesn't have his ult up. The Light Strike Array not doing much, but there they go. They're just focusing him down slowly but surely, and that's going to be a DK dead. He does that buyback, immediately pops it out, but Team Spirit may have just done this. It may just be too far ahead. There's no buybacks, and the GG comes out. Team Spirit forcing this to a game number 5. VP not expecting this much fight, and it's all going to come down to our final game in this BO5 Betway King of the Hills series. What a fight from Team Spirit here. Whew.
Man, I did not see the series going 5 games, but well played, Team Spirit. Crazy game, back and forth the entire game pretty much. Lena doing absolute work.
Yeah, I mean, Lena's been the hero of this entire series so far. We've seen her given a lot of love. Potentially, a Lena ban could be coming out, but then you leave yourself vulnerable to all those other heroes that are first round ban material. Either way, let's kick it back to our panel to break down this crazy game number 4.